All right, earlier in the show, guys, we discussed what it was about the welterweight division that makes it so exciting, and that, of course, will bring us to our top 5 of the week, which is the top 5 welterweight fights. Ken Flo, you can go first on this one. Who you got?
All right, I'm a little down, but I'll try it. All right, this was a great fight. Matt Brown and Eric Silva put on such an epic fight. I was there. I had the honor of calling it live. This was unbelievable. Certainly one of the best rounds in UFC history, period. What a welterweight fight. All right, my next one. Robbie Lawler and Carlos Condit. We talked about this fight earlier. One of the greatest fights I've ever seen. Both these guys really brought it. It was a lot of volume from Carlos Condit, and it was a lot of power from Robbie Lawler. What a fight. All right, number 3. This is kind of a fight that a lot of people sleep on. Go back and watch this fight. Awesome grappling, excellent drama. Both these guys did not like each other. Both these guys really at their best. Diego Sanchez and Nick Diaz really brought it. What a fight. All right, number 2, Matt Hughes and Frank Trigg 2. This was the rematch. Both these guys did not like each other. Both these guys college wrestlers. It was Frank Trigg tagging Matt Hughes early. A little bit of a low blow there. Ended up taking Matt Hughes back. Almost finished him there. Matt Hughes said, I don't think so. Got up, picks him up, and walks across the octagon, kind of ran, slammed him, and then rear naked choke Frank Trigg. It was crazy. What a fight. All right, and number 1, Robbie Lawler. I think I say this all the time. Jen Brown's probably getting sick of me talking about this fight. Robbie Lawler and Rory McDonald 2, the rematch, was the best fight in UFC history. That's just what I think. It was epic. It was technical. It was violent. It was brutal. There were comeback moments, momentum shifts. It just, what a fight. Both guys, true warriors. And Alan, good luck beating that list.
That was pretty good, man.
Some
We have some similarities.
You got to beat that list, man.
That's a tough one. That's a good
Good
one.
one. All right, what do you got for us?
All right, my top 5.
No pressure.
Jouban versus Matt Dwyer. You heard of this guy, Alan Jouban? He's a pretty good fighter. Pretty good guy.
Yeah.
You know, I would be a fool not to educate the fans on some of my fights. Three fight of the night bonuses out of my 5 wins. So I like to bring it. I like to have fun. This is a Wednesday night fight, by the way, guys. Free on TV on a Wednesday night. You get to watch stuff like this. I landed a cartwheel kick. A cartwheel kick in the UFC right here. Ken Flo was on the mic.
I almost had a stroke when I saw it.
We got fight of the night. Such a fun night. Jouban versus Dwyer. Number 4. You saw it earlier, guys. Matt Brown versus Silva. This was such an intense fight. This is what you call a barn burner, guys. This is the kind of fight that you can't sit down for. You're yelling back and forth. Silva had Brown hurt with the liver kick early in the round. It looked like he might put him away. Brown battled back like he always does. Brought it, put him away. I thought Silva was going to have to be carried off on a stretcher after this fight. He was so exhausted and so beat up. Such a great fight. My number 3, Gsp and Condit. This fight was a great fight. Let me tell you something. 22,000 people at this arena to see GSP fighting at home in Canada. Anytime GSP fights, it's must-see TV. This was the first time, as you saw there, guys, this is one of the first times we saw GSP really get beat up in a fight. Condit was able to land that head kick in the 3rd round. Really hurt GSP, but in true GSP fashion, he was able to battle back, weather the storm, and get the victory. Such an entertaining fight. My number 2, this is an amazing fight. We saw it earlier. Hughes versus Trigg 2. This fight just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, I believe, for one of the best fights of all time. This is an amazing fight. The adversity that Matt Hughes had to go through right here, getting his back taken after a low blow, getting out of there, running across the octagon, slamming him. Everybody went nuts. And then to finish him with the same choke right there. Such an epic battle. Matt Hughes versus Trigg, number 2. Number 1, I think we all agree on this. Lawler versus McDonald 2. This fight had everything to be the best fight of all time. The thing that you need, I think, in my personal opinion, to have the best fight of all time, you need a lot of blood. I like to see a lot of blood. This fight had both guys. It was a horror show at the end of the 1st round. The rest of the fight, they were spitting blood on each other. At the end of the 3rd round, they had that, or 4th round, they had that massive stare down. Neither guy wanted to back down. Eventually, Lawler came out on top. This was by far my number 1 welterweight fight of all time.
Well, that is a good list. Great list. And by the way, you wouldn't be a true UFC Now analyst expert if you didn't include yourself in a list.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does it.
I figured you gotta do it.
Daniel Cormier probably takes the cake on that one, though, just so you know. All right. We're going to take a break. Coming up next, it's our social media segment, Rapid Fire. You guys send in your questions to us. Kenny and Alan are going to answer them next. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You never know.